Amref International University, third graduation. This is Amref International University, third graduation ceremony. We shall keep standing. The Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Amref International University 3rd graduation ceremony. We shall keep standing as we sing the Kenya National Anthem, then East African Community Anthem, and then Southern Africa Anthem.
Tukae na udugu, amani na uhuru, raha tupate na ustawi. Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu.
Thank you. We shall keep standing to have prayers.
Let us pray. Father in heaven, we thank you for the gift of life. We also thank you for this opportunity that you have given us to participate in this graduation, the 3rd graduation of Amref International University. Thank you for the guests. Be with us, guide us throughout the program. Our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Professor Karama.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. God, you are the owner and the source of knowledge. We pray that the knowledge that you have bestowed upon our students that will be useful to this nation in improving the health and the welfare of the people of Kenya and the humanity at large. We ask your indulgence for the prosperity of this university. This is the 3rd graduation ceremony. We pray that you guide them at all times to do better in future for the sake of humanity and the welfare of the people of Kenya. We pray that the students who graduate today, that they will be able to contribute to the nation in terms of improving the health of the people. We ask all this in your holy name. Amen.
We can have our seats. Amref International University Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. Welcome to the third Amref International University graduation ceremony. Welcome to this auspicious occasion. Graduates, this is your day. Celebrate. We shall have entertainment. This is time for entertainment.
Ichokwadie, 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 oh, Ichokwadi, Maribadi, Maribadi, oh, Ichokwadi, Maribadi, Maribadi, oh, surely, oh, surely, 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 the Lord is here. Surely, surely, the Lord is good. Surely, surely, the Lord is here. Surely, surely, the Lord is good. Say it again, say surely. Oh, surely, 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 the Lord is here. Surely, surely, the Lord is good. Surely, 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 the Lord is here. Surely, the Lord is good. Oh, Sarambe, Sarambe, Kana Jesu, oh yeah, oh, 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 Kana Jesu, Kana Jesu, oh yeah, Kana Jesu, oh knock knock, knock knock, Kana Jesu, oh yeah, Kana Jesu, Kana Jesu, oh yeah, Kana Jesu, oh go go go, go go go, Kana Jesu, Kana Jesu, oh yeah, Ashamatambo, Egijima, Ashamatambo, Egijima, Ashamatambo, Egijima, Ashamatambo, Egijima, Ashamatambo, Egijima, Ashamatambo, Egijima, Gitatala, Agibekele, Ujesu, Ugitatala,
Thank you very much. We shall have another entertainment session from our students.
One, two. 1, 2.
Naomba baraka kwenu niondoke mimi dada. Brother man, hebu someni kwa bidii ndio mje mjini hapa nyumbani. Sisi sio matajiri ila tunayo akili. Chochote unachohitaji ukikifanyia kazi, yeye atakibariki. Ila wewe usisahau kuomba, na kila unapoomba niombe, nikuombe. Kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, nikuombe. Oh mama, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Maana mafuta ndiye ajuaye, yeye ndiye apangaye jana, leo, kesho. Yeye ndiye ajuaye, yeye ndiye apangaye popote. Unapohitaji kuenda, yeye atakufikisha. Weka imani kwake, shida zako zote hakuna linalomshinda. Ila wewe usisahau kuomba, na kila unapoomba niombe, nikuombe. Kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, nikuombe. Oh mama, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, nikuombe. Oh mama, kwani maombi yangu pekee hayawezi. Niombe, oh mama, maombi yangu pekee hayawezi.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nataka kuona mikono hivi, sawa? Mnanipea wave, sawa? Sawa?
Sawa.
Twende. 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 Everybody. Twende. 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 Twende.
Hey.
Twende.
Hey. Hey.
Cheki students wamekaa wana furaha wanacheki results zao zimekam ni graduation wamepass.
Results zimekam ni graduation wamepass. Results zimekam ni graduation wamepass.
Cheki students wamekaa wana furaha wanacheki results zao zimekam ni graduation wamepass.
Results zimekam ni graduation wamepass. Results zimekam ni
walitumia nini?
vitabu laibu.
Walitaka kina nani?
Matiang'i and the crew.
Walihepa kinini?
Kikat kat.
Ai.
Kisup sup.
Oh.
Kemet saj.
Ai, walitumia nini?
Vitabu laibu.
Walitaka kina nani?
Matiang'i and the crew.
Walihepa kinini?
Kikat kat.
Ai.
Kisup sup.
Oh.
Kemet saj.
Na wamepass. Si wamepass.
Wamepass.
Ati si wamepass.
Wamepass.
Je umepass?
Wamepass.
Ai, si wamepass.
Wamepass.
Ai,
Wamepass.
Ai,
Wamepass.
Ai, si wamepass.
Wamepass.
Si wamepass.
Kama umepass mkono juu. Kama umepass mkono juu.
Wamepass.
Kama umepass mkono juu.
Wamepass. Wamepass.
Twende.
Wamepass.
Inshallah, thank you.
Thank you very much. That is awesome. Thank you, Amref International University Choir Entertainment Team. This time, I know you've liked entertainment. We shall create another slot before the Vice Chancellor speaks for more entertainment. This time, I welcome the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic and Students Affairs, to take over the program.
Thank you very much, MC. Good morning, everyone. Good morning again. I would like to invite the Vice Chancellor to constitute the third Amref International University congregation.
Good morning, Mr. Chancellor, sir. In accordance with the Amref International University Statutes 8 Sub-Statute 11, I declare this assembly the third congregation of the Amref International University constituted.
I would therefore like to invite the Amref International Student Council, Ms. Anne Jogo, to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Amref International University, Your Excellency, Mr. Festus Mogai, the Army Board of Trustees, Chair of Council, Amref International University, Madam Muthoni Kuria, members of the University Council, Vice Chancellor, Professor Joachim Osur, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Tamari Esho, Senate, Dean, and members of faculty, graduates and students, parents and guardians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I am glad to join you today as we honor the graduating class of 2022. I congratulate all the graduates for completing their programs. We celebrate your perseverance, fortitude, and determinations. Some of your colleagues who started this journey with you did not complete it. Ladies and gentlemen, in July of 2021, the university held its first ever student council elections. AMU students now have a seat at the decision-making table as stakeholders. Gone are the days when university student leadership was about activism. Higher learning institutions are now looking for plausible solutions and identifying of challenges from their student leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, this third graduation takes place as the world begins to recover from COVID-19 pandemic. While we remain thankful that the COVID-19 cloud is lifting, as a continent, we must not forget the lessons we have learned during this pandemic. We must ensure that never again will Africa find itself in a position where it is almost fully reliant on others for essential medical products and vaccines. Never again should we rely on others for medical equipment and technology. Never again should we rely on others to protect the health and lives of our people. We must make Africa our business. Graduates, I implore you to consider using the knowledge and the skills you have gained to innovate and develop Africa healthcare solutions to African healthcare challenges. I challenge you to become leaders at the different levels you will work. Leadership is not about position or status. Leadership is about having dreams bigger than your personal gain. Make Africa your business. Congratulations once again to all the graduates. God bless you.
Thank you, Ms. Anjogu. I would like to invite the alumni representative, Ms. Virginia Anthoniwa. She's joining us online from Malawi to address the congregation.
Excellency, Mr. Fergus Magu, the former President of the Republic of Botswana, and the Chancellor of Amref International University, the Board of Trustees, the University Council, Management Board members present here, the Dean of Schools, heads of departments, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I should start by congratulating our graduates on this 10th day of June in the year of our Lord 2022, when you're graduating from this wonderful university. I should say that Amref International University is not just a university, but is a part of the larger Amref Africa institution that has proven to provide solutions to the health challenges in Africa. A lot is expected of you, not just because of the qualification that you're attaining today, but mostly because you bear the name Amref International University with you. Graduates, I should actually tell you that you are entering a world that is already highly respected. For over 60 years, Amref Africa has been well known and respected in Africa and beyond for its special qualities of Ubuntu, the qualities of integrity, and also hard work. And because you'll now be carrying the academic award from this great institution, the world expects you to exhibit nothing but the same and beyond. I still remember in the year 2010 when I got the life-transforming privilege of joining the then Amref International Training Center as a diploma in community health student. With only a certificate in nursing at that time, my life was limited around the corridors of a health facility, and I would not think that I would make an impact outside the health facility. With the diploma academic certificate that I got, I was able to gain admission for a bachelor's academic program, which I successfully completed in Malawi. And today, I'm not only back at the university, because currently I'm also back at Amref International University as a third semester Master in Public Health student, but I also hold one of the most important offices with PEPFAR, US government in Malawi, as a senior coordinator and adolescent girls and young women technical advisor. My job directly and indirectly impacts lives of millions of people in Malawi and Africa as a whole. I actually know that you may have joined this university at different academic career levels, but I can assure you that I've been baked in the best ovens with AMU. You've been tried and proven to be the best. It is no wonder today that the university has found you worthy of putting a seal on your papers and awarding you certificates in various fields, allowing you to go out there and represent Amref International University in respective industries, a seal that you will forever be affiliated to. Now, graduates, I can assure you that Kenya, Burundi, Lesotho, South Sudan, Tanzania, Uganda, Malawi, South Africa, and the whole of Sub-Saharan Africa and Africa as a whole, and also the world, is earnestly waiting for your manifestation. Africa and the world is expecting you to provide solutions to the health challenges that it faces. There is a huge task for you to carry on the MU mantle and bring light to the most vulnerable. Be a voice to the voiceless, to the hard to reach, to the most underprivileged, the most underserved populations in Africa. Even in this world, as we are still in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I know and I believe that we surely accomplish this, because that is exactly what Amref, Mother Africa, that is what exactly Mother Amref with Africa is well known for. And that's what it has been instilled in you through the time of study at the AMU University. May you make it your personal responsibility, graduates, and make it your priority to bring lasting change in Haiti, to work and to be the best, work with excellency, uphold the values that have been instilled in you. And I would urge you to uphold these values even in the secret when nobody sees you, because the world has got eyes, the world has got ears, and the world has got a way of bringing open rewards to all the work that everybody does in the secret. May you therefore always walk the talk. Welcome to the AMU Alumni Association. Be the alumni that AMU University will be proud of by being simply the best. I urge you therefore to join this thrilling AMU journey by registering as new students, again, as I did, and also encourage others to join this university as we continue being affiliated with this best university in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tonyiwa. It is now my pleasure to present the best student, Ms. Ivy Trufosa Adhiambo, and invite her to give a valedictory speech.
Thank you for the wonderful introduction, Professor Tamari. Members of the Amref International Board, the Board of Trustees, the Chancellor, sir, the University Council members, the Vice Chancellor, the Senate, the University Management Board, the Students Association, the Alumni Association, invited guests, the faculty, members and friends of Amref Health Africa and Amref International University, and visitors present. Welcome to AMU. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate this third graduation day that we have been waiting for. My fellow graduates, congratulations and welcome to the culmination of our 4-year journey at AMU. I am extremely proud of each one of you for coming this far. Today we celebrate and reflect on the lessons, growth, challenges, and opportunities acquired and experienced during the 4 years or more for some. Halfway through this journey, we were faced with a unique challenge due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But we adapted, stood strong in the face of adversity, and we were reminded of the strength that a loving community holds. And it is because of that that we are here today standing tall, victorious, and proud as we celebrate this special day in our academic and professional lives. As we graduate today, we are bound to venture out into the world with new roles and responsibilities. But as we create new experiences, we will also be faced with several challenges. As we navigate these challenges, may the resilience that enabled us to push forward during the pandemic serve as a reminder and a lesson that we are capable of tackling any situation presented to us. To quote Margaret Thatcher, you may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. As graduates of Amref International University, we have a responsibility to use our education and skills to inspire lasting change as we serve communities. The world not only needs our talents and education, but also needs understanding so as to build compassion and empathy. Indeed, our academic life at AMU was more than just acquiring the skills and knowledge required for our professional lives, but also the right attitude. Let us all use our expertise to lift up the voices of those who remain unheard and to better serve the communities around us. As we all go to the amazing places we are destined to be, I challenge each one of you to speak up on the issues that need to be addressed and to advocate for the needs of those we serve and interact with. On behalf of the graduating class of 2022, I'd like to say a few thank yous to individuals and organizations that have enabled us to be here today. To Amref Health Africa, the governing boards and trustees, thank you for championing for the education and development of health professionals across Africa, and for providing a community within which we are able to learn, grow, and network. To the AMU faculty and teaching staff, thank you for ensuring that we were able to acquire world-class education in a safe and healthy environment. You have enabled us to grow from nervous first years to agents of change ready to build a better world. To my fellow graduates, I am honored and privileged to have learned and grown with you through the 4 years. I cannot wait to see the paths that you'll create as you transverse through the world. As I wind up, I wish you a safe journey as you travel back home and moments of peace and happiness in all your endeavors. I wish you opportunities of reflection, especially in the face of adversity and uncertainty. May you be able to build communities centered on empathy and compassion and find sustainable ways to advocate for progress as well as inspire lasting change, especially in the health sector. May we continue to learn from one another and others as we navigate life. Thank you and congratulations again to the graduating class of 2022.
Thank you very much, Ivy. I would like to invite the chair of Amref International University Council, Muthoni Kuria, to award the Valedictorian. And this is just an appreciation of the hard work that Ivy has done to be this year's Valedictorian. Thank you for that. At this juncture, I'd like to invite the choir to give us a round of entertainment.
Asempia mato. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asempia mato. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you very much, choir, for that great entertainment. It is now my pleasure to invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Joachim Osur, to address the congregation.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, as you're aware, Amref is a big organization and we are international. So before I make my remarks, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I would like to invite various voices from the international community of Amref to congratulate our students and also say a word. And I want to start with our northern offices in Europe, North America, Canada, represented by the CEO of Amref UK, to say a word, Camilla Knox. Welcome. She will be speaking virtually. So Camilla.
Thank you so much. And yes, as Joachim just said, Professor Ozor, hello everyone. I am Camilla Knox-Peebles, and I am CEO of Amref Health Africa UK. And I'm actually speaking to you today on behalf of all of Amref Health Africa's European and North American offices, some of which are also actually participating in the ceremony online today. So I was actually in Kenya and at Amref University just a couple of months ago, and it's so nice to connect with you all again now, even if it's just online. I met some of you graduates when I visited, and you were all busy doing exams or having much needed breaks, having just done an exam. So it's really a great pleasure that I speak to you today and celebrate with you all graduating as the student cohort of 2022. Well done to all of you for your hard work and for your study. A huge congratulations. It's also really exciting to think that you'll be contributing to addressing some of the health inequalities that countries across Africa still face, and really providing skilled healthcare support and contributing to an environment in which more people in Africa will have access to quality healthcare. Again, well done on that too, because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't that you had that ambition to go back to your communities and to provide that healthcare and that much needed support. So the European and North American offices support the universities with fundraising initiatives, and in contributing to ensure we see more and more students have access to excellent health training. So it's also with a great pleasure that we see AMU steadily growing its student numbers through quality, practical programs and committed lecturers and support teams. And I hope you've all experienced that. It's so rewarding to see our support as the European and North American offices to the university actually bear fruit. And we will continue to support AMU to thrive and contributing to creating a health force for the continent that is fit for purpose and future-proof, and really one that all of you graduates today will be contributing to. And we're so proud, and a huge well done again. And finally, I just want to say a huge thank you to the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the Board of Trustees and Council, AMU Management Board and staff for really navigating the COVID-19 pandemic really skillfully. And finally, also to a big thank you to all of you graduates for sticking in there and making it to today. So well done. Thank you. Asante sana.
Thank you, Camilla. And now I want to come back to Africa, and I want to start with our Southern Africa region. We have offices in Malawi, in Zambia, but we have a number of collaborators in the Southern Africa region with many activities, partnerships with governments, and so on. And today we want to hear from one of our colleagues there, Boniface Labano. He's calling from Johannesburg. So Boniface, please, if you are there, welcome to make a remark.
Thank you, Professor Usuri, Vice Chancellor. Chancellor Ntatemukhai, Management Board, graduates, families, Council Chair in the University, Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is really my pleasure and quite an honor and a privilege really to make these brief remarks on the occasion of this exciting occasion of the third Amref International University graduation. Firstly, I would like to offer my hearty congratulations to all the graduates, and big congratulations again to Amref International University for this milestone on the occasion of the third graduation. I make my remarks wearing really three hats. Firstly, I speak as a Southerner, a person from Southern Africa, and I would like to really express our appreciation that the impact and reach of Amref International University is indeed felt and has reached Southern Africa. Other than the Chancellor really being based from Southern Africa at Amref, there is a growing number of health workforce that is fit for purpose in primary health care who have been impacted by Amref International University and the predecessor, the Amref International Training Center. A few weeks ago, I was working in a mall, shopping mall in Maseru in Lesotho on a work mission, and suddenly I heard a voice behind saying, "Hey, Amref, 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 stop, Amref." And I was like, okay. I turned back because I was putting on my Amref t-shirt. This lady comes to me and say, "You are from Amref?" I said, "Yes." They said, "I'm an alumni of Amref. I was part of the progressive health, primary health care movement back in the 90s, and I was trained in Amref. I'm very proud of this. What are you doing? Where are you?" And we chatted and we exchanged ideas, and she told me how proud she has been to have been a graduate and a product of Amref. A few weeks ago, again, I had an encounter with a senior technical officer from Africa CDC on a mission in Harare, a clinician by training, who said to me and others in the room that he was completely transformed by participating in a course offered by Amref International University, Leadership, Management, and Governance. He said that course turned him from just a mere clinician to a global and public health practitioner. A few weeks ago in Botswana, I met a lady who again said she is a lecturer at the Botswana University and is busy developing and actively developing human resources for health using the skills and knowledge gained from Amref International University. So this really shows that the university is alive and is indeed felt in the region, and we look forward to more people enrolling. Secondly, I speak also as part of the faculty, adjunct faculty in the Amref University. I am part of the staff in Bachelor of Science Community Health Practice. And indeed, one of the resources and one of the most strongest parts of this university is through the various modes of offering our courses. For 2 semesters, I have successfully delivered 2 modules to students without setting foot in Nairobi, straight from Pretoria. And I'm very happy today that one of the graduates here who is coming out with a first-class degree in one of the courses is indeed part of the students that I had a privilege to work with. So the open distance and learning management system allows students to enroll from wherever they are in the world and not just in Southern Africa. And then finally, I speak again as an Amref staff representing Southern Africa to say to the students, current students and progressive students, potential students, that the organization offers a huge resource and opportunities for practical learning experience in our various projects, in our different offices, and also through our strategic partnerships with Ministry of Health across the region. So indeed, it makes me proud and happy that this is the tapestry, this is the infrastructure that is available, and we look forward to the continued development of human resources who are fit for primary health care purposes. Once again, congratulations to the university, the graduates, families. I thank you.
Thank you, Boniface. And now we are in East Africa, so it's also important to hear from East African. We have Maurice Ojok, He's a Ugandan, but he's our head of office in South Sudan. And he has a word for us too, so we welcome him.
Thank you very much, Professor Joachim. A very good morning to you all. The Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, all heads of department, members and friends of the Amref Health Africa Group. I am Maurice Ojok, as Professor Joachim has said. I am the country manager for Amref Health Africa in South Sudan. And I'm speaking on behalf of my colleagues in the East Africa region. I'm incredibly honored and grateful that I'm able to say this in this graduation ceremony. It's impressive, the progress that Amref International University has made, and it's exciting to be part of it. Graduates, today is a day filled with joy, reminiscence, and possibility for the East Africa and Africa health system. It is no less a time to celebrate your achievement and look forward to the exciting years to come, as you will be contributing to supporting the health systems and the health development in Africa. So as you prepare for the future ahead, I hope that what I'm about to say will encourage and inspire you to pursue a bright future, not just for the health system, for Africa population, but also for yourself. You have to leave your comfort zone and go into the wilderness of intuition, because that is what AMIO has prepared you for. You should know that you can't get there by other means, only by hard work, taking risk, and not quite knowing sometimes what you're doing. Learn. What you will discover will be wonderful. Don't let complexity stop you, because our African health systems and the different health challenges we have those complexities. Be committed and focused and consistent. Take on the biases. It will be one of the great experiences that you will build and bring to your colleagues in the different workplace or organizations, health facilities, communities that you will be working on. Do something that requires you to sustain focus, something that has genuine meaning, and forge a real bridge between yourself and the communities that you will serve in the healthcare sector. Something that will make you and the community that you serve in the different parts of Africa feel the deep level of being. It's a privilege, and it's indeed a privilege that you have the opportunity and have been prepared by Amref International University to be part of a solution to Africa health challenges. Whether in the South, East, Central, or North Africa, anywhere in Africa, the need that awaits you is indeed the same. My colleague Boniface, and some of the testimonies of field work in the different places that he's been. Amref International University has prepared you to take on those opportunities, serve, transform community health systems in Africa. Whether you go into research, business, law, practice medicine, public service, or education, because that's a possibility, neither you nor the society will continue to survive and prosper simply by implementing what is already known. Somebody is going to have to come up with meaningful new ideas, creative new approaches, important new discoveries. Why can't that somebody be you? And Amref Health Africa, as an organization, offer these opportunities in the entire region, alongside other institutions, the ministries of health, the partnerships that we have, the people that have been prepared by Amref International University fit this purpose. You are best positioned to be warriors for lasting health change in Africa and remake our health system, make our communities healthier and our homes free from diseases. We do not need magic to address Africa's health challenges. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already as graduates of Amref International University. You've worked tirelessly, honed your craft, cultivated lifelong friendship while studying at the university. Know that your colleagues, collaborators, the professors at the university, the mentors, such as those that Boniface talked about, support staff, administration at the university are very proud of each and every one of you. Our health system needs change makers. We've learned recently from the COVID-19 pandemic that has destabilized our society, economies, that there is nothing more powerful to affect people's life when their health is at risk. Then everything becomes at risk. You've been trained to be part of a team that will help to build resilient health systems in Africa. Your contribution to building a robust primary health care services, helping communities, being a vital first line of defense on health risk. You will support promoting health, preventing communicable diseases, non-communicable diseases, and you will play a significant role in reducing inequalities and inequities in health. In practice, what does that mean? It means the community must earn your trust, and the health system and the health system should serve the community's needs. It means the health care sector is well prepared, well resourced, and flexible enough to observe the impact of any disruptive health events and maintain the safe health services that is in place. And of course, it also means a well-trained health worker is on site. And you are today, you have become one of those well-trained health workforce that are being channeled out into the health sector. We need more graduates of AMU from the East African countries and Africa at large, going back to their communities to fill the gap that is in the health system workforce. Advance universal health coverage agenda and contribute to resilient health system for universal health coverage. Be prepared to be accountable for everything that you will do. Be prepared to champion your community's participation in strengthening their community health system. Be prepared to devote your professional energies not only to your community's health need, but also to the unmet health needs of African society as a whole. And be husbands of Africa's society limited resources. Be prepared to husband the Africa's society limited resources for health wherever you are. Many thanks and congratulations to all of you graduates. My hope is that all of you will go back to the community and be part of the army that will make it healthier, safer, and fairer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our colleague, Maurice. He works in a very difficult environment, as you know, rebuilding, supporting the government of South Sudan to rebuild the health system there. And he's very passionate, as you can see. He has the experience of what it takes to do that. And he says the world is waiting for you out there. Now, finally, before I make my remarks, our colleague in West Africa will say a quick word. She's Dr. Awa. She's our Regional Director for West Africa. Dr. Awa.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Professor Joachim, and thanks to the Amref International University leadership for inviting me to speak at this commencement ceremony. I am very humbled to be here as this brings back so many memories for me from years ago when I graduated from university. I never thought I would be one to be speaking and addressing graduates at a commencement, but working for Amref Health Africa has given me this opportunity, and I'm very thankful for it. Graduates, first of all, I would like to congratulate you for this great achievement, especially during the difficult times of COVID-19 that the whole world just went through and is still going through, with all the uncertainties that came with it. Today, you graduate from this prestigious institution where you have acquired skills that you will hopefully be using for the rest of your lives to save people's lives one way or another. As you begin your careers, I want you to think about all the sacrifices that you and your loved ones have made to get you to where you are today. And use that as a motivation to do good. Do good to make those who helped you get here proud, but also do good to change someone's life for the better and to serve the communities that need it the most. You have that power and you can do it, and we are looking up to you to do just that. My address will not be long because I'm sure my colleagues who have gone before me have said it all. But I would like to, for those of you, to leave you with one word. For those of you who might opt for the public health route, please remember that Amref Health Africa, for which I work, and my other colleagues who have gone before me, has an internship program that you could benefit from. So please apply for opportunities that may come up. We'd love to give you that first opportunity to practice. Thank you again for allowing me to speak to you, and I look forward to working with you at some point in the future. Congratulations again. Félicitations à tous les diplômés. Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Now she's a French speaker and she can speak English so well. So I'm hoping that being part of Pan-African, we can also learn French. Do you know what merci beaucoup means? Thank you very much. Thank you, Awa. So that is just a voice from our colleagues in Amref from across the world, but we also work with a number of partners, and today we want to have one of our partners say a word. This is a very important partner who has supported us in starting off and running the physiotherapy program. And today we are graduating for the first time our first BSc in physiotherapy. So we thought he would represent all the other partners we work with and just say a word on, on behalf of the partners. The Jacksons, please welcome. He's from the US. He's here with the, introduce.
This is the other half of the foundation. One of us had to speak, but we want to introduce Anna Jackson as well because her efforts are absolutely 50%, if not more, of what we do. Thank you. I want to thank the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, faculty and administration of AMIU for inviting me to speak. I'm not going to talk to you today about health systems and your role in health systems, your responsibilities in improving health in Africa and Kenya specifically. Everyone prior to me has spoken to you about that, and if you don't know your role by now, we have a problem. I do, before I start, want to congratulate the choir. Outstanding entertainment. I just wish you could find a way to have fun when you're entertaining. I'll try to speak clearly. I understand that our Kenyan students, my Kenyan students, understand British English much better than American accents. So I would like to impart to you today, to the graduates, some of the wisdom I have gained in my 73 years. Trust me, it won't take long. You have, science tells us as students, you have a 5-minute attention span. This talk is 5 minutes, so we should be okay. For instance, my wife Anna tells me that I'm getting very grouchy as I age. The truth is, once you get old, you stop being polite and you start being honest. Also, as I have grown older, I've learned that pleasing everyone is impossible, but getting everyone upset is quite easy. Seriously, I do want to share some thoughts with you. But first, allow me to congratulate all who are graduating today. It represents an accomplishment to be very proud of. I want to especially congratulate the physiotherapist graduates. Anna and I, and most of these graduates, have worked 11 years for this day. It really feels sweet. Congratulations. So on to the wisdom. Would it be valuable to you if I teach you the secret of happiness and the secret of success in the next 5 minutes? First, you're all very happy today, but true and lasting happiness does not come from accomplishments. I'll bet you thought it did. If I could only do A, if I could only do B. It doesn't come from accomplishments. Life is a journey, not a destination. Life is a series of accomplishments. Each will bring you joy in the moment, but it won't make you happy. You have arrived at this degree, and you have every right to be happy and joyous about it. And tomorrow, you will set your sights on another goal, and then another, and so on. So where does true happiness come from? That, my friends, is the key to understanding life itself. Happiness comes from focusing on positive thoughts, positive people, and positive actions every day, every week, every month, for the rest of your life. There is an immutable law of the universe that I need to share with you. That is, God, the universe, will present you with what you need to complete yourself. Let me repeat that. God, the universe, will present you with what you need to complete yourself. You create your own reality with the thoughts in your mind and the actions you take. Over time, thoughts create form. Positive thoughts, over time, create positive experiences. Positive experiences and positive relationships is what makes you happy. It is that simple. Likewise, negative thoughts produce negative experiences. You all know people who are basically negative thinkers. They are not happy people. Have you ever seen a negative person who is happy? Negative people think the world is against them. They don't understand that their mindset is the problem. You and only you are responsible for your life. Stay focused on your dreams, stay focused on the positive, and good things will happen. Be patient. You cannot force the universe. It cannot be manipulated. Good things take time. I said at the start that life is a journey. I have also said that God, the universe, will present you with what you need to complete yourself. The catch is that you don't always recognize the hand of God. Events that happen one day may not be understood or bear fruit until years later. In 1978, you're not going to believe that I worked here for 2 years in 1977 and 1978. I think I might be 6 years old or something. But I worked in 1978 with a tutor at Kenya Medical Training College by the name of Ngatia. In 2010, we were invited to KMTC to find a way to start a BSc upgrade for physiotherapists. We worked 8 years approaching universities in Kenya and could not find interest anywhere. 4 years ago, we met Ngatia, who was then the VC of AMIU. Someone I worked with 40 years previously came to a position of influence that we could then begin this BSc upgrade program. This program was born through my friendship with him. 40 years for that relationship to bear fruit. That, my friends, is the universe of regrets in my life. But as I look at the few regrets I have, it is because the universe presented me with an opportunity and I said no. I did not want to act on the opportunity. It was usually because it involved too much work or too much uncertainty. To avoid regrets later in life and to live a full and productive life. You're still paying attention, right? One that ensures happiness, I urge you to just say yes. When the universe comes at you, just say yes. No closes doors. Yes opens doors. That is a simple fact of life. If you ever want to say no, you better have a good reason because you're closing the door. Now, there are times when you say no. Like, do you need to go to the bathroom? No, I'm good. You know, can I borrow 30,000 shillings? No. There are times to say no. But think twice before you do. There is no such thing as luck. Luck is opportunity acted upon. When you had the opportunity to join this university, you were saying yes. It was hard work, especially through COVID, and you are here today. Because you said yes to that opportunity, more doors will open in life. That's how it works. dream big, stay positive at all times, say yes to opportunity, and you will find success and happiness in life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is called wisdom. It only comes with age, yeah? Yes. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Your Excellency, allow me to now also appreciate everyone else who is attending this function. Our students, the reason for which we are here, congratulations. Can we clap for ourselves? And I'm sure you want us to appreciate your guardians, yeah? Yeah? Let's clap for the guardians. And what about the teachers? And the management of the university? And you know, the management works under the council. They're the ones who look over us and say, you must do the right thing. I know you don't commonly meet them. And today you will hear from the chair of council, and she'll tell you more about what the council does. Please, let's appreciate the council. And on behalf of the Amref Health Africa, the university is owned by the Board of Trustees, which has been set up by Amref Health Africa. Can we clap for the Board of Trustees? And you will be hearing from them, represented by our group Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Githinji Gitahi. He will be talking later. We work a lot with our partners. We work a lot with the government of Kenya. I want to appreciate the presence of Madam Edna Talam, who is the CEO of the Nursing Council of Kenya. Please appreciate her. And all the other government officers who are here. I know there are a number. And I also want to appreciate our other partners. I know Jackson has said something on behalf of them. We appreciate you and we thank you so much for the ongoing support that you give to the university. Let's clap for our partners. Mr. Chancellor, sir, keeping with international focus for which this university was formed, we are proud to report that the graduating students today are drawn from different countries across Africa. These include Botswana, where our Chancellor is currently listening to us. It also includes Cameroon. There is someone graduating from Cameroon. We have a number from Kenya, Somalia, South Sudan, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. We will be graduating people from these countries today. This diversity of students is in keeping with our Pan-African identity. It is also in keeping with the realization that diseases obey no borders. You know that from COVID, from China to the US, to Kenya, to South Africa, to everywhere. Diseases obey no borders. And therefore, we must develop health workers who are not limited in their thinking by the borders of their countries. I want to believe that you feel that way. Those who are graduating today, do you feel that you can work away from Kenya and away from Botswana and the other countries we've mentioned? That is what we are aiming for, because diseases obey no borders. We hold our graduation today, Mr. Chancellor, sir, at a time when the University Council has recently approved our strategic plan, which runs from 2022 to 2027. This new strategic plan has a radical approach. And I just want to say a few things in this strategic plan which are very important and which is shaping our future. The first one is that we are focused on primary health care. You've heard a number of colleagues talking about primary health care. And primary health care is so important for us because that is where 80% of Africans receive health care. If we can strengthen primary health care, we believe that we will achieve universal health coverage. And the strategic plan, therefore, focuses on building the health workforce that will strengthen primary health care. The second thing it does is to do what we call student-led learning. I'm a medical doctor by profession, and the way we were taught is that you sit down and you are lectured. Graduates, I know some of you still have parents alive. Do you like being lectured, or does your parent allow you to lecture them? That is something you tell someone when you are not happy with them. Don't lecture me, yeah? But in the health profession, the way we are trained is to be lectured. You sit there, and I come and lecture you. And what we have learned is that then we become passive in learning. We don't go out to own. Time is up, eh? We don't go out to set our own learning objectives and look for knowledge. And so the people who come out of universities are people who are not ready to create knowledge. They stop learning when they leave the university. Our university aims to build that ability to learn throughout your life, lifelong learning. And that we do by, in this strategy, adopting what we call student-led learning. And what we hope to do, and we are doing now, is to help students where learning is integrated with field work, field experience, hospital work. By the time you graduate, you are market ready. You can go and work without learning again how to work. And we are also very focused on doing research in this strategy because we have learned that we are cutting and pasting interventions from other places. And many times, they are not context relevant. We want to do our own research that informs our interventions, and we want to produce graduates who are able to do that research that informs decision-making and informs services. The other thing, the final thing I want to say about this strategy is that it is focused on promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have learned that health training is privileged. If you come from a poor family, if you come from poor parts of countries, if you come from a broken country, you are unlikely to access training in healthcare. And so proactively, as a university, what we have committed to, Your Excellency, sir, is to proactively go out and have people from these areas that have been neglected for a long time getting admitted into our university and getting this training so that they go back and serve their communities. In that way, then we are able to increase access to care even in those communities that are not privileged. And this includes also ensuring gender equity in access to training. It includes accessing training by people who are enabled differently. I was talking to a colleague from KMTC, and he said there is a time they admitted a student with some form of disability, and it was impossible. Initially, they couldn't have this student go through the training because our systems are not inclusive. As a university, we want to create an inclusive system where whether you are enabled differently or you are coming from poor communities, we are able to still deliver training. And we are going to fundraise and make sure that those who come from disadvantaged communities are still able to access training through scholarships. Mr. Chancellor, sir, part of the enduring lessons that we have learned from COVID is that training must happen at a distance. COVID gave us a test, and we have been tested, and we now know that it is possible to train when you are in South Sudan, in Somalia, in Congo, when the lecturer is in South Africa or in Europe or in America. That is something we are developing, and it is already working, and we have today, you will hear someone graduating with a master's degree from Botswana. That is the way to go. And so we are strengthening the systems. We are grateful to our sponsor, the Amref Health Africa, for providing resources to enable us do that. I also want to, again, thank the University Council. You know, management and governance is everything in the success of an institution. And the Council has kept us on our toes, and they make sure we do the right thing. They are very committed, and we appreciate that. We thank you, the Council, and the Chair of Council. As I close, I wish, on behalf of the management of the university, again to congratulate our graduating classes today. I know you have been given a lot of advice. I want to talk from my own experience. I have many people I was with in primary school, in secondary school, when I was doing my undergraduate, master's, PhD, whatever. When you look at the different people we have been in class with, we are all very different, and we are serving in different places. I have learned that what makes the difference is your own personal discipline, is your own personal culture. And I think the Jackson talked about it a bit. You graduate today, and I know when I meet all of you 10 years from now, you will all be very different. Not because your degrees were different. It will be because the way you have carried yourself out there made you who you will become. I encourage you, it is not easy to be disciplined, to be responsible. It's much easier not to be. I encourage you to be disciplined and responsible. And when we meet 10 years from now, I will know whether that has happened, because you will be all very different. Thank you very much. And I want to invite our Chair of Council to now come and take over the program from here. Asante sana. Merci beaucoup.
Board of Trustees Chair and members, University Council, Vice Chancellor, our partners, the Jackson Foundation, Nursing Council of Kenya, Ministry of Health, regulatory bodies, Kenya Police Service, Karen Hospital, VCs of other universities, faith-based organizations, and friends of Amref, parents and guardians, graduating students, good morning. Mr. Chancellor, sir, on behalf of the Amref International University Council, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the third graduation ceremony of Amref International University. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as a council, we are happy to provide support and guidance to the university management in the steady development and growth of the university. We note with satisfaction that a new 2022 to 2027 strategy is now in place, and this will guide the development and growth of the university in the next 5 years in a focused manner that reflects the values of Amref Health Africa. We further note that the council has approved various policies and provide guidance in the management of various specific university processes. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we appreciate the support given to the university by Amref Health Africa through the Board of Trustees of the university, particularly the recent provision of alternative sites for infrastructure development of the main seat of the university. This will help facilitate the university to meet the Commission of Education's requirement for adequate space for physical infrastructure. As a council, we will continue to seek support for the infrastructure development, as this requires significant investment. We further appreciate the support given to the university for upgrading the ICT software and hardware. We observe that this will facilitate the university to deliver its learning activities more efficiently on virtual platforms and reach international students in other countries. Mr. Chancellor, sir, university management within set budget lines. As a result, the university is on course to achieve financial stability. We are hopeful that within the current strategic plan, the university will not only grow in number of students and research and extension projects, but also in its income. We have not lost sight of the fact that the university is a social enterprise and must do good as it generates resources to sustain its operations and even support other initiatives of the wider Amref Health Africa mission. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we commend the university management, faculty, and students for the efforts that they have put to realize the steady growth of the university. We observe that the first graduates in the MSc programs are graduating today, and the numbers of those graduating are steadily rising every year. We thank each one of you today as AMU reaches the very significant milestone of graduating its first MSc students. And congratulations to all students graduating today. Thank you very much. It's now my pleasure to invite the Treasurer, Board of Trustees of AMU, and the Group CEO, Amref Health Africa, Dr. Githinji Gitahi. Dr. Gitahi.
Yes, thank you very much. I was hoping to be unmuted in good time, not to delay the congregation. Chancellor, sir, really good to see you in great health. We are really honored and proud to have you as our Chancellor, and I'm really happy to see you at this congregation. Chair of Council, Muthoni Kuria, the council members who are present here, the AMU community led by the Vice Chancellor, the Chair of the Student Council, and the guardians, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. My congratulations to you all, and special mention of the Valedictorian. Thank you and congratulations for your great achievement. And listen to your speech with joy to hear that the future is bright. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Amref International University, and specifically on behalf of the Chair of the Board of Trustees, who asked me to share his congratulations with all of you, that's Dr. Charles Okehalam, who also chairs the International Board of Amref Health Africa. He wished he could join you, but he was inconvenienced by other circumstances and therefore would not have been here with us today. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I don't have a long speech. I would just like to deliver very key messages. The first message is that the centrality of the health workforce in maintaining global peace through protecting lives and livelihoods has been well demonstrated in the last 2 years. We always knew this, it's not new. You yourself, Chancellor, sir, have been a driver and advocate for health workforce through specifically community health workers. But we needed this pandemic to remind us that life cannot go on without health, and health cannot go on without the health workforce. This year, at the World Health Assembly, which I had the pleasure of attending, there were many resolutions, but one of the most pivotal resolutions was the resolution that was sponsored by Ethiopia on working for health, ensuring that health workers are protected, they're trained, and they're given the right environment to serve the people. Because indeed, there can be no peace without health, and there can be no health without peace. Amref Health Africa did also host an event on health workforce at the World Health Assembly, re-emphasizing the importance of health workforce, and specifically for our continent. And I know that many of us here are aware that the Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration, has what is calling the White House Health Workforce Initiative, which is actually having its eyes on the continent of Africa. So the health workforce is on everyone's lips. Second message, Chancellor Sir, is even with this, Africa has the biggest shortage of health workforce. It is estimated is more than 4 million health workers who are needed in this continent. But there is a significant gap between what we need and what we pay for. Governments are not providing enough money, or they don't have adequate resources to pay for the health workers they need. Secondly, there is a gap between what we train and what we need. We are aware that the digital revolution is here with us, or the fourth industrial revolution, which impacts how our clients, the patients, the communities understand what we say, and the fact that they already have information that has been democratized. So it's no longer a preserve of the health workforce that we are training. Secondly, we have emerging and re-emerging diseases, and we are seeing that the outbreaks are going to be more and more frequent. Third, we have climate change and its difficulties. We cannot hope to resolve the problems of the future with the approaches of the past. The third point, therefore, is that this university of AMU, nested in the organization Amref Health Africa, is committed to build a learning culture for the future health worker, and the people graduating today, the young men and women who are graduating today, are part of that culture. We are creating a university without borders, but also focusing on learning communities by bringing people together, both online and in person. And to this end, as the chair of the council has said, I wish to announce that we, as Amref, have acquired 50 acres of land in Nairobi, a short distance out of Nairobi, on Thika Road, which is going to be the new seat of the future university. And we expect this to be opened in the first quarter of 2024 after we completed the construction, which is going to start in earnest. This is, of course, in addition to development of our learning center in the already existing piece of land in Makueni, Kenya, and in addition to building a borderless virtual university that's open and available to the world. As the council chair has mentioned, we are glad that the new strategic plan is actually founded on building a health workforce for primary health care, community health system strengthening, and that is people-centered and has diversity, equity, and inclusion in the midst of it. Part of our agenda, Chancellor Sir, is to ensure that those most left behind, including those living in vulnerable communities, living in vulnerability themselves or exclusion, are part of this. And we will be developing scholarship programs to ensure those who are coming from the farthest have a chance to learn at Amref University like anybody else, including those who are differently enabled, women from vulnerable communities, and this scholarship program will be announced in due course. We are happy that the students we have today are coming from multiple countries across the continent and elsewhere, but their going back to serve their communities will not happen by chance. We therefore must call out the paradox of shortage of health workforce in the continent, while at the same time hosting the highest ratio of unemployed health workers, and we've been providing our voice and working with government closely through technical assistance to see that the government pays attention to financing of health to enable absorption of health workers so that our communities can get the health workers they need. It's no need to train if the absorptive capacity by government is not there. So we must also reiterate that it's important to achieve the health financing that is needed. But as I close, for those being sent out to the communities, and as was said by Jonathan earlier, please remember, you cannot pour out of an empty cup. You must fill your cup. Your training is part of filling your cup. But your character, your personality, your happiness, your joy is part of filling your cup, out of which you'll pour to the communities that you serve. I wish you that you find joy in the work you do. You smile more often, because those two might be the more important diploma or degree that you carry to your work, in addition to the knowledge that you've gathered at the university. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to invite your very own Chancellor, His Excellency Festus Mogae, to address his congregation. Thank you all.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor Joachim Masu, the Amref Health Africa Group Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Gitingi Gitahi, and members of the Board of Trustees, Chairperson of Amref International University Council, Ms. Mutoni Korea, and your colleagues, representatives of Amref regional offices and partners, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, the Deans of Schools, all Amref International University staff, Kenya government representatives, Chair of Student Council, and Njogu, the graduating class and student community, the parents and guardians, members of the media. Should I say good afternoon? Because you are an hour ahead, but maybe not yet. It gives me a great honor and pleasure to welcome you all to the third graduation ceremony of Amref International University. Ladies and gentlemen, last year we witnessed the graduation of the first cohort of degree program students at this university. Today marks another important milestone of the university, as the first Master of Science students are graduating. I congratulate the university for this steady growth and development observed in admitting and successfully training and examining these students. I also commend the students for working hard to successfully complete their courses and be presented for conferment of degrees and award of diplomas. It is always a happy occasion for us to celebrate not only your personal achievement, but also that of your parents and sponsors who have supported you financially and in other ways to enable you to realize this great achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, it was indeed gratifying to learn about the new five-year strategic plan of the university, 2022 to 2027. When I'll still be there, I don't know. With its emphasis on primary healthcare training and focus on helping achieve universal healthcare in Africa through addressing the aspects of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Indeed, the issue of lack of access to healthcare cuts across most of sub-Saharan African countries. But there are populations that are even more affected and have been left behind. Healthcare programs must therefore intentionally target to reach those marginalized populations. I am proud that this is, in fact, the foundation of our university. The health indicators in sub-Saharan Africa are still worrying, with unacceptably high disease burden and weak health systems. The solutions to this dire situation will not come from elsewhere. Africa must look for its own solutions to its health problems. As a university, we are committed to finding solutions that are context relevant. Our graduates are well prepared for this, and they go out, or rather, as they go out, we are confident that they will lead the change that is very much needed in the health sector. We are confident because the training they have gone through is different and makes them think globally as they apply tested solutions to local problems. Ladies and gentlemen, to our graduates, remember what we stand for and what you have learned for the time you have been in our university. You have learned that you have a duty to serve humanity. Your success should be measured in the change you will make in people's lives. We are confident that you have the right skills, ambition, and attitude in the sector for change to happen. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I end by thanking the university community for having successfully completed another academic year, as indicated by the presentation of no less than 220 students for award of diplomas and conferment of degrees. I commend the faculty of Amref International University, university management, University Council, as well as the sponsor, Amref Health Africa, for this academic accomplishment. I urge that you keep up the good work. Congratulations again to the graduates, as well as their parents, guardians, and sponsors for this great achievement. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, all of you, for your very inspirational speeches and nuggets of wisdom. I would now like to invite the CEO and Registrar, Nursing Council of Kenya, Ms. Edna Talam, to administer the oath to nursing graduates.
Thank you so much, Prof. Chancellor Sir, His Excellency Festus Mogae, Chair and Board of Trustees, Group CEO Dr. Githinji Githae, Chair of the Council, Madam Mudhoni, and University Council members, Bwana VC, Professor Joachim, and University Management staff, HODs, Ministry of Health representative, partners, friends of MOU, graduates, guardians, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. God is good, and all the time. It's my singular pleasure to invite the nurses, graduates, graduating students, nurses, to just stand up for us to be able to take up the pledge. And as we stand, I just want all of us to make reflections. As Jackson mentioned earlier, that we seek success and happiness in our life, but at the same time, we also commit ourselves to provide such success and happiness in the people that we owe our commitment, and that the commitment we will make to God this afternoon. So I hope you all have the pledge, and I will all just go ahead and make the pledge. So once I say I, you proceed and say your names, and then we will all take the pledge. Shall we start? I swear before the Almighty God, in the presence of this assembly, to observe the Nurses' Code of Ethics and Conduct. I will faithfully practice the esteemed profession of nursing in accordance with the laid down laws and regulations. I will refrain from any action that may be harmful, deleterious, or mischievous, and I will maintain the respect and dignity of human life. I will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of the noble professions of nursing, holding in confidence all personal matters committed to my knowledge.
I will endeavor to work in collaboration with other team members to deliver the highest quality healthcare possible, assuming and delegating tasks responsibly. So help me God. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Talam. I would now like to call upon the deans of schools to present their respective candidates for the award of diplomas and conferment of degrees. We shall start with the School of Medical Sciences, Dr. Mika Matiang'i, followed by the School of Public Health, Sister Margaret Nyongesa, to present the candidates for the award of diploma, higher diploma, and advanced diploma.
All protocols observed. Thank you for those humble appreciations. Thank you. All protocol observed. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 83 candidates satisfied the School Board of Examiners for the award of Diploma in Registered Community Health Nursing. Abdullah, Aricha, as I call your name, please get standing. Yep. Ateno, Auka, Binsari, Boga, Chagala, Chege, Chepkirui, Cherotich, Gadhima, Gaturu, Ikonyo, Goha, Imbosa, Isoe, Isaac, John, Judah, Kalama, Kamau Edina, Kamau Tabita, Kanti, Karaoke, Kengere, Kiiru, Kimuyu, Kirinya, Kwamboka, Letim, Maaga, Maina Alice, Maina Josephine, Maina Lydia, Makori, Micheka, Mumanyi Evelyn, Mumanyi Marcelina, Munyenge, Murathi, Mureithi, Mutafe, Mudhiani, Mudhunga, Mutunga Sylvester, Mutui, Namwase, Ngesa, Njeri, Njiru, Nyabicha, Nyaigoti, Nyakundi, Nyakwama, Nyale, Nyanchama, Ochieng, Odindo, Odoyo, Oduor, Ogega, Ogondi, Ogot, Ojala, Okaka, Okerosi, Omari, Omondi, Omundo, Ondari, Ongeri, Opio, Orina, Otuoma, Pendo, Raiyan, Recha, Riunga, Rotich, Situma, Siyoi, Tom, and Warui. Graduates remain standing until when you are awarded your respective diploma. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me again present the following 21 candidates who satisfied the School Board of Examiners for the award of a higher diploma in comprehensive reproductive health. Ahmed, Ali, Jelangat, Cherono, Cheruyot, Dahabo, Dirie, Gasso, Githuku, Hussein, Ibrahim, Kamondo, Koti, Masyoge, Mohammed, Murei, Mwambao, Nailo, Ntere, and Nyambaka. Graduates remain standing until you are awarded your respective higher diploma. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me again to present the following 54 candidates who satisfied the School Board of Examiners for the award of higher diploma in critical care nursing. Athiambo, Ahaga, Amkoa, Ayuma, Chepkoril, Cherotich, Emali, Imbofu, Kali, Karuku, Kirui, Kombo, Kiofe, Likongo, Limo, Lufembe, Mabiria, Magancho, Marangu, Mburu, Mcharo, Meshak, Mubiu, Mukami, Munyeki, Munyi, Murithi, Musyoka, Mutuma, Mwai, Namulanda, Nderitu, Ngunju, Ngure, Njiru, Njoroge Titus, Njoroge Elizabeth, Nyagura, Odoyo, Ogao, Ogola, Okengo, Onguso, Onyango, Onyego Brian, Onyego Lena, Orina, Oyugi, Simba, Thandi, Theuri, Usaji, Wahome, and Wangondu. Graduates remain standing until you are awarded respective diplomas by the Chancellor. Dear Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 13 candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiners for the award of Advanced Diploma in Mental Health. Distinction, Achieng Winfrey. Ochola Pendo Grace Nazi. Credit, Hamisi, Kimenju, Kiplangat, Mugane, Musyoka, Mutodeki, Nganga, Ogega, Oyugi, Rika, and Wanjohi.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 4 candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiner for the award of Diploma in Community Health Practice. Credit, Kikumi, Midefa, Malali, Mwangi. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 5 candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiner for the award of Higher Diploma in Community Health Practice. Distinction, Kepa Simon, Odhiambo Felix, Siada Guyo. Credit, Abdi, Gispan.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my pleasure to invite you to award the diplomas.
Subsection 3A and Article 12B of the Amref International University Charter, having satisfied the University Board of Examiners and Senate, I award you the respective diplomas to which you have been enrolled, trained, and examined. Congratulations.
You may be seated. I would like to invite the Deans of Schools once again to present the candidates for the conferment of bachelor's degrees. We shall start with the Dean of School of Medical Sciences, followed by the Dean of School of Public Health.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 14 candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiners for the award of degree in Bachelor of Science in Physiotherapy. Audi, Kabana, Mbithi, Minyo, Muasia, Munyao, Murithi, Ngami, Nzano, Ochung, Okumu, Orwa, Otieno, and Sore.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 12 candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiner for the conferment of degree of Bachelor of Science in Community Health Practice. First class honor, Masua Albert. Second class honor, Upper Division, Asho, Toyani, Tasho, Tunto. Second class honor, lower division, Hassan, Konuche, Mutiso, Jeru, Omari, Salat, Tome. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following 13 candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiner for the conferment of degree of Bachelor of Science in Health System Management and Development. First class honor, Adhiambo Ivy. Mbuthi Francis. Second class honor, upper division, Habini, Imbwana, Maina, Mokaya, Juguna, Nyarukwe, Robi, Simiyu, Wasilwa, Eunice. Second class honor, lower division, Dimbaku.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now would like to welcome you to confer the degrees.
Acting on the powers conferred by the Universities Act number 42 of 2012, section 38(1), subsection 3A, and Article 12B of the Amref International University Charter, having satisfied the University Board of Examiners and Senate, I confer upon you the respective degree to which you have been enrolled, trained, and examined. Congratulations.
Wapi makofi? Yes.
You may be seated. I would like to welcome Sister Margaret Nyongesa, the Dean of School of Public Health, to present students for the master's degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, the following two candidates satisfy the School Board of Examiner for the conferment of degree of Master of Science in Health Profession Education. Botumelo Thigane, Kuria Eunice.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I welcome you to confer the master's degree.
Acting on the powers conferred by the Universities Act number 42 of 2012, section 38(1), subsection 3A, and Article 12B of the Amref International University Charter, having satisfied the University Board of Examiners and Senate, I confer upon you the respective degree to which you have been enrolled, trained, and examined. Congratulations.
You may be seated. At this juncture, I'd like to welcome the Vice Chancellor, Professor Joachim Osur, to present the graduates back to their families and society.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it has been a great time being with these graduates who have just received their awards. It is now my pleasure to hand them over. Graduates, I hand you over now to your respective guardians. I know some of you have mothers and fathers as guardians. I hand you over to them. We have mature students, so I know some of you have your children as your guardians. I hand you over to them. I know some of you have their husbands and wives as their guardians. I hand you over to them. Please go and serve our communities and the continent at large, and I congratulate you. And now, Mr. Chancellor, sir, acting on the powers conferred by the University Act number 42 of 2012, section 39, 2A and B, and the Amref International University Charter section 18.4A and B, I declare this third congregation dissolved.